Hello everyone, I hope you all had a wonderful Thanksgiving. Thank you for being here today. As you can see, I have a few things to share with you. I will be showing the new VCG Buick Nailhead engine, some other 3D parts I bought, and some kits I've got. But first, I must say I am sorry. Maisie, I am sorry that I forgot to forward your Glory Days build pics to my editor. Maisie is a model builder I met on Facebook, and she does not have a channel. She built this awesome 57 Ford Gasser. Thank you for taking part, Maisie, and once again, I am sorry for my screw-up. Keep up the great work, and thanks again for joining in on the Glory Days group build. Okay. Now that I have my error corrected, I can move on to this month's pizza box from Josh at VCG Resins by Reese. First, out of the box is a bag of buckets and some tools. Then, the new Buick Nailhead Wildcat engine. And a bag with some small hand tools and toolboxes in it. Let me get this stuff out of the bags and onto the turntable for you. First onto the table is the Buick Nailhead Wildcat engine designed by Scale Auto Model Works. As you can see, we have the block here and then the cylinder heads, followed by 3 valve cover options. The first is basic and stock looking, then there are the other two, both of which have Buick scribed on the side. This half-moon piece back here, I think may be a dust cover for the front of the transmission if you use a manual behind it, which I usually do. There are 2 valley pan choices. I am not sure what each one is for, but I am sure I will understand when I build the engine. Then there is the dual 4-barrel intake manifold as well as the oil pan and the exhaust manifolds. As this spins, I think you can see all the great details made into this engine. I think this would be a great power plant for a rat rod or any early hot rod with an exposed engine bay. The next bag in this kit is the small bits, which includes 2 different belt setups. Next is the starter and the 3 standard distributor options that are commonplace on most VCG engines. Here's the water neck where the top coolant hose attaches to the engine. This next little piece may be the water pump, I am not 100% sure. The fan setup is 3 pieces that we see here, as well as the front cover and breathers for the valve covers. Next is the coil and what I believe is the generator option, as well as what appears to be a power steering pump. It's crazy how this little bracket clips onto the alternator, but they always fit nicely. I forgot to point to the oil filter, but it is the last part on the table. If I am wrong about any parts, please correct me in the comments. I am always ready to learn. I may not remember later, but I still enjoy learning it. Okay, moving on to the next 2 small bags in the kit, and we find the TH400 automatic transmission with transmission pan as well as some bell housing adapters, because I seldom use automatic transmissions. I don't like them in the real world, and I feel the same in the model world. On this side of the table, we have the air cleaner and 4 carbs. I am not sure this air cleaner is going to fit the dual quad intake that I have, but I have enough stuff in my parts hoard, so that is not a problem. As always, there is epic detail in the carbs, and they are going to look fantastic on top of the Wildcat Nailhead. That wraps up the engine, and now we are on to the toolboxes and hand tools. There are 2 small toolboxes in this pack, one of which can be modeled open with the tools showing, the other is a closed box. We can see here that the top of the open one is a separate piece so it can be mounted at any angle of opened or closed. And there is a separate handle that can also be modeled at any angle. I think this is very helpful in dioramas when pairing them with figures. You can make the toolbox unique to your needs. There are 2 different hammers and screwdrivers to put in your box, or scene. These parts need very little cleanup and have nice detail down to the badging on the boxes. Now we have come to the last bag in the box, which has 2 5-gallon buckets, an anvil, and a side grinder. These parts are not available for sale. This is stuff that was left over from other projects that Josh sent me to help me out with the service station diorama that I have started. No doubt these will make great additions in my diorama. The anvil will go into the motorcycle shop for sure. Thank you, my friend. These are going to be awesome. Speaking of Josh, this is a good time for a word from our sponsors while I get the other stuff ready for you. Sponsor Spotlight. Are you a passionate modeler? Constantly searching for that perfect, intricate detail to bring your miniature masterpiece to life? Do you dream of crafting scale models so accurate they could be mistaken for the real thing? Then it's time to discover VCG Resins by Reese. VCG Resin specializes in providing the highest quality, most unique, and incredibly detailed resin parts and accessories for your 1/24th and 1/25th scale model cars, trucks, SUVs, and even your custom dioramas. Modelers can find everything from intricate engines and suspension components to realistic wheels and essential diorama accessories, all designed to bring their miniature masterpieces to life. Are you ready to elevate your next build? Please visit vcgresins.com and don't forget to use our discount code DRC1024 at checkout for 10% off your order. At Scale Finishes, they specialize in high-quality automotive-grade paints, clears, and primers designed to bring your scale models to life. Their authentic colors and premium products provide a flawless finish every time. Visit scalefinishes.com and use our discount code Cinderella10 at checkout to receive 10% off on your order. Gallery airbrushes are all we use here at Dirt Road Cinderella. In the description below, there is a link for a referral code. If you are a new customer, you will receive 20% off your first purchase. Welcome back, and thanks for sticking around. Has anyone ever ordered from Hobby Burger on eBay? I had never heard of them until I went looking for these overhead doors. They are sold as a 2-pack, and I needed one for my motorcycle shop. This is the card they sent. You can pause this if you would like to scan their code. A cool little sticker came with it, and this tiny little file. It is a different grit on each side. So here's the door. It's a basic one piece, which is all I wanted, but the detail is very nice. The back side is just textured, there's nothing else there. As I mentioned, it comes as a 2-pack, and I think I will be able to use this perfectly for my needs. The other I will add to the hoard. Also from Hobby Burger, I bought this payphone for my service station. It is not the best detail in the world, but I do think I can make a nice piece out of it. I may have to trim that cradle down a bit. All in all, I'm very pleased with it. It also comes with the receiver and some phone cord. Moving on, I have some kits to share with you. The first of which is the AMT Modified Stalker Hauler and Truck. Built this kit about a decade ago, and I am excited to try it again with new tools and new skills. The truck in this kit is a 53 Ford, and no, the race car is not included. The kit comes with both a Ford flathead and a DeSoto Firedome Hemi, as well as white wall tires and some welding tools. I truly don't mind building the same kit multiple times, do you? Please let me know in the comments. For me, I guess the reason I don't mind building things more than once is I seldom get things right the first time in life. So it gives me a chance to address things I struggled with, because now I know where it is going to rear its head. Plus, I usually have new tools or skills by the time I come to a kit again. And there is also the obvious reason that you can always build the same vehicle in infinite different ways. Next up is the pulled pork K5 Blazer by Revell. I have never built this kit or one like it, though I figured it would be good to have just in case it fits a group build. The kit has 122 pieces but looks pretty straightforward to build. The last kit that I got is the AMT 1960 Chevy Apache Custom Cruisers Kit. I have built this one before a few times. It is always a pleasure to build. This one, however, has a fuel injection upgrade to the straight 6, which I think is awesome. It has both stock and custom body parts, as well as steering wheel and wheels. On the rear side panel, the truck is done in a teal color, but the part I love most is the rear bumper. If you invert this rear bumper, it fits perfectly. Then I like to build the exhaust so both pipes come out in the inverted license plate notch. It makes these trucks look very sharp, I think. It might have been visible in my last video where I showed a 60s Chevy with a truck camper on the back. That build was the very first time I had ever done it. That pretty much covers the stash ads I have for you. Please remember that Kyle from RKD Scaleworks and I are co-hosting the Bootleggers Ball Group build. If you have made an entry video but we have not contacted you with a code, then please let us know. You can find out more about the Bootleggers Ball by visiting either Kyle's channel or mine. We would love to have you. Well, that is all I have for today, so I hope everyone is having a great weekend. Later, y'all.